Shalom. I'm Officer Luke with Israel United in Christ. Today we're going to touch on the Bougainville Island located in Papua New Guinea, which is a cluster of islands. And a lot of people might not know, but Bougainville is named after a French explorer, Louis de Antonio de Bougainville. In 1768, they named it after him. All right, so we're going to go into a few books. And of course, we're going to go into the source of it all, the Bible. And we're going to find out the truth about the people of the Bougainville Island and the atrocities that occurred there. So let's go into this first book. This book is entitled The Solomon Islands and Their Natives by H.B. Guppy. That definitely is the Edomite name. And this was written in 1887. So this was a white eyes only book. They thought we would never go into these books. Now, let's see what it says in this book. All right, let's read that highlighted area, and we're going to read the second paragraph where it says in June. Watch this. In June of the following year, 1769, so the following year after it was named after the French explorer Louis Antonio de Bougainville in 1768. It says in 1769, there sailed from Pondicherry an expedition commanded by M. de Surville, and who was bound on some enterprise with the object of which we are still to a great extent unacquainted. So meaning they don't know what that object was that drove him to want to go to these islands. But let's read on. Let's see what happened when they got to these islands. It is, however, probably, as we learned from Abib Racon, that some rumor of an island abounding in wealth and inhabited by Jews. So remember that it says inhabited by Jews, which was reported to have been lately seen by the English 700 leagues west of Peru, had led to the fitting out of this expedition. Not unlikely, stories of the wealth of a missing island of Medina had been revived by the arrival in India of some ship that had come upon them in her track across the Pacific. And the reference to their being populated by Jews may be readily understood when I allude to the fact that the form of the nose in 1 out of every 5 Solomon Islanders, and in truth in many Papuans, gives the face quite a Jewish cast. Quite a Jewish cast. So they said that the faces of the Papuans, which Bougainville is located in a cluster of islands, gives the cast of the Jews. So now let's go over to another book and find out the color of those people that were found in the Papuans, or should I say in Bougainville to be exact. All right, this book is entitled The Pacific Islanders by William Howells, professor of anthropology, Harvard University. So this guy's no pushover. He went to Harvard University. All right, now let's go to page 170, and we're going to read that bottom highlighted area. Very dark skin is another phenomenon with a very special distribution, and one which might be sort of original Melanesian trait. So that's the original color of the Melanesians that are located in the South Pacific. Let's read on. The island of Bougainville has long been known for extremely dark color of the inhabitants. In fact, its native name, Boca or Buka, applied by Europeans only to the islands at the north end, has become a widely used pidgin English word for black. So the name of the island on the north end has become a proverb in the mouth of Europeans, in the mouth of whites. They have associated your name with black. But let's go into the scriptures now and let's see who was black in the scriptures. This is the book of Lamentations, chapter 5 and verse 10. Our skin was black like an oven. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We can't skip past that. It just said that the Jews' skin was black like an oven. So the same ones that the European made a byword about, guess what? It's biblical prophecy and biblical truth that the Jews' skin will be black like an oven. Now, let's find out who else is black. All right, let's go over to the book of Ezekiel, chapter 1 and verse 13. Ezekiel, chapter 1 and verse 13. As for the likeness of the living creatures, there appear